You are listening to the Fairways and Fundraising podcast, powered by Golf Event Planning, discussing charity fundraising and successful golf outings, along with tips and tricks of the trade. Now here's your host, Larry Battaglia.
Welcome to the Fairways and Fundraising podcast, powered by Golf Event Planning. I'm your host, Larry Battaglia. This is our first episode, so welcome aboard. We hope that you enjoy the show's content. What we're going to be doing on this podcast, I'd like to describe a little bit of our event planning process that we work with not-for-profit organizations and charities of all kinds. Our company, Golf Event Planning, has been in business now for 20 years, and we'd like to share some stories, interview some clients of ours that run not-for-profits and charity organizations, have them tell their story and share with you, our audience, what it takes to run a successful golf outing, have them promote their organizations where people can contribute to their great causes, and also help spread the word about the great work that they're doing in the community. My background, a former golf professional, 8 years at the Hamlet Golf and Country Club in Comac, Long Island. And since January 1 of 2000, we launched Golf Event Planning. Exactly what it sounds. We run golf events and plan them from soup to nuts. Currently, we run between 25 and 30 golf outings a year, and we work with many great organizations. On future episodes, you will meet some of the individuals that are in charge of these great organizations. You'll meet some individuals that are experts in the industry, and you will learn tricks of the trade and tips on how to run a successful golf outing fundraiser. There's a lot of work that goes into these, running charity golf outings, and we'd like to share with you our stories, our insight, professional expertise, and teach you a little bit about the great charities that are in this country and in our area. Many of our clients have multiple events a year. Some clients continually fundraise. Not only do they do a golf outing, but they also have a walk, they have galas, they have wine tasting night, they have comedy night, and they're continuously fundraising because they have to. We feel that their story needs to be told. They can come on, promote their events, share their insight, share the reason why they got involved with their great organizations or why they started a great organization. We're creating a forum for people to share their stories, promote their organization, and provide information on how to run a successful fundraiser. Being this is our first episode, we are looking to get the word out there. Each episode, I will be interviewing someone from either the not-for-profit world or one of our vendors or affiliates or partners that can share their insight and their expertise in their area. Also talk a little bit about what great organizations that they work with, what they're passionate about, and what events they have coming up. I think it's a great way for these individuals to share their stories with you. You'll enjoy this podcast as we help get the message out. So we have a Instagram page that we just started, Fairways and Fundraising, Fairways AND Fundraising. And we also have a Facebook group that we just started where people can interact with each other, talk about each episode. Again, Fairways and Fundraising. And as we move forward through each episode, we'll be able to tell you where you can find us on all the podcast platforms and expand on our social media presence. So again, thank you very much for listening to Fairways and Fundraising, the podcast powered by Golf Event Planning, and we hope that you subscribe, rate, and review. We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you next time. Thanks.
Thank you for listening to the Fairways and Fundraising podcast, powered by Golf Event Planning. We hope you enjoyed this podcast, and please remember to subscribe, rate, and review.